Hey everyone, this is Kevin from themathworld.com, and today we're going to be looking at the quadratic equation and what it is, how to use it, and what exactly it's looking for. Now the quadratic equation looks like this: a squared plus bx plus c equals y. Or more specifically, when y equals 0. And we'll take a look at that. This equation right here, if you look at it on a graph, this is our y-axis, and this is our x-axis. And this looks like a U. Now, depending on what the numbers are, that U is going to be shifted all the way around. It can actually be inverted as well, looking down. But as you can see here, when y equals 0, and that's why they're interchangeable, it's going to be along the x-axis. And so what we're trying to find is where x crosses the x-axis. Crosses the x-axis. So we're looking for two different points, maximum, where this crosses. This could be a negative and a positive, two positives, two negatives, or it might not even cross. The U could be up here. But that's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find where it crosses this x-axis. And so anytime we're given an equation like this, we're going to plug in the numbers and see just where it crosses. So the first thing we need to know when doing the quadratic equation is, what does x equal to? And x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And this is very important. If you want to see this solved out, just let me know and I'll make an additional video how we get from this to this. But all we're doing is solving for x. So from here, if we're given an equation, let's take a look at an example here. Let's say x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So we're trying to find when y equals 0, when it's along that x-axis. So if you're given this example, basically we have 1 in front of the x. So a is 1, b is 3, and c is 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug these numbers into this equation and we're going to solve for x. So the first thing we're going to do, this is plus or minus, so we're going to have two different answers. The first one we're going to do is plus, and the second we're going to do is minus. So the first thing we're going to do is minus b, so minus 3 plus the square root b squared, so 3 squared is 9, minus 4 times 1, remember a is 1, times c is 4. So, sorry, c is negative 4. So negative 4. So minus 4 times minus 4 is plus 16. Negative times negative is a positive. So plus 16. So 9 plus 16, this is going to be the square root of 25. Divided by 2a. So 2 times 1 is 2. And up top, if you look at it, the square root of 25 is 5. So negative 3 plus 5 is 2 divided by 2. So one of our answers, x, is going to be 0. And we already, 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So x is 1 and y we already know is 0. So our coordinate, one of our coordinates is 1, 0, x, y. So that's one of them. So we already know what one of them is. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the other one is. And we'll go ahead and do the negative side of it. So again, minus 3 minus, and we already know that this is going to be 5. So 5 divided by 2. It's going to be the same, and that's why it's real quick. Once you do the first one, the second one's pretty easy. So up top we have negative 3 minus 5, and that's negative 8 divided by 2. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. So we know that it crosses x, y at 1, 0 and negative 4, 0. So these are where it crosses on the x-axis. You may be given where does it cross on the y-axis. So we've already solved if it solves, we've already solved when it crosses on the x-axis. But if you're asked where it crosses on the y-axis, so in this case, before we were looking where y equals 0, but now we're trying to solve for y when x equals 0. And it's a lot easier than solving for x. All you have to do, if you want to know where it crosses on the y-axis, is plug in 0 for the x's. So we want to know where x is 0. So we have 0 squared plus 3 times 0 minus 4 equals y. And that's 0 plus 0 minus 4. So y equals -4. So it crosses the y-axis at 0, -4, x and y. So we've already found out where it crosses. We have a u, remember. We've already found out where it crosses the y-axis, and we found out where it crosses the x-axis. It's going to cross the y-axis once, and it's going to cross the x-axis a maximum of 2 times. And that's how you use the quadratic equation. It equals this, and this is how you find, using an equation that's given, how to plug those numbers to find where it crosses the x-axis and the y-axis. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and make sure you check out the website, themathworld.com. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.